Okay, everybody, we are back with some more Pokemon Legends EA. Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to take a quick moment just to relax and talk as people get in and the stream gets on going. But I am excited to shiny hunt some more. Let's get this shiny Totodile. Let's absolutely get this shiny Totodile going. All right, let's swap the screens on over. Just like that. Just like that. Hey, everybody. We're back. We're back again. We got 1,000 encounters deep the other day. So, I think it is time to go through some more encounters. I don't know how long I'm going to go today. I didn't get the work I wanted to get done earlier, but hey. This is fun, too. This is work as well. I'm just wanting to also... Why is this not... Okay, I guess I gotta do it this way. Oh, yeah, I get... Oops. Hold. You go down there so I can shrink you a little bit more. There. But now... Okay, now I can expand from... What the... Alright, we're good to go. We're good to go. Let's play some Pokemon Legends ZA. Yo, Dax Detroit 2906. Welcome in, welcome in. I am doing good. How are you doing? Jesus is King. Also, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day as well. I'm just out here playing some Pokemon. We're just out here playing some Pokemon. I want the shiny Totodile. This number is not completely true. This number is just solely post-streaming event. I started counting all of the resets until we inevitably get this shiny Totodile. But I was 1,000 encounter or resets deep before then. It's not a true number, but we're just going to have to rock with this number. And we got some shiny hunting to do. Yo, Javins Gaming YT, welcome in, welcome in. I don't know, I'm excited. I really want this shiny. I say it a lot, but I really want this shiny. One of the cooler ones. Actually, all of the starters are pretty cool, so just another starter to add to the list. We've got the Kanto starters, except for Bulbasaur. And then we got Froakie. Actually, I should do them by typing, right? I've got Charmander as the fire type. I still need Tepig and Fennekin. Water types, we've got Squirtle and Froakie. So I still need Totodile. And then the grass types, I have Chespin. So I think... I really want to get this. I think our next hunt might be Beldum, possibly. I still haven't decided. Maybe I could create a poll for it or something, and that's how we decided. Unless we get it right here, and I instantly have to swap course because we got the Totodile. You completed the Pokedex? Sick, Javin. Sick. But yeah, we're gonna stream for some bit today. We streamed yesterday. Felt super nice, super easy. Coming off of our charity stream and going for 10 plus hours a day into only having to stream for 2.5 hours is incredible. The difference of feeling. But like I said, I want to get this shiny. We are 30 out of 62 of all Mega Evolutions completed, so if we get another shiny Mega Evolution that we don't have, we'll be halfway through it. And I think that's pretty... That would be pretty cool. Obviously, we're not going to be able to grind as many hours as we have been, but, like, I think we could get it done before the end of the year. My day has been pretty solid. It's been fine. There was more, like, work. Okay, I'm going to have to word this properly so it, like, fully makes sense of what I'm thinking in my head. There was stuff I wanted to do for the channel after work, and I just was a little too tired to get any of that done, so Maybe tomorrow I need to work on that because it's stuff I want to get done before next week. It is definitely stuff I want to get done before next week. I don't know. We raised over 500, so I've got a Nuzlocke of this game coming up. And that's kind of the stuff I want to work on. I have a couple ideas for it. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I need to, like, first, I need to figure out, like, a thumbnail for it. The thumbnail isn't too difficult. I'll need to figure out that, and then I'll need to, like, decide how the layout's going to be. Because I need to look good for both vertical and horizontal stream watchers. So that's what I wanted to work on. But I wanted it to have all of the information still. Yo, inmate, welcome on back. Welcome on back. It's been a, or were you here yesterday? You might have been here for a second yesterday. I can't remember. I think you were. I think you said something. But we're Totodile hunting. We are Totodile hunting. Please no more Fennekins. I don't want no more Fennekins. I don't know. I'm so upset I didn't get to pop in the final charity stream, and Onward's work has been legit killing me. I read that in a different, like, order, but I feel that. If it wasn't for having the time off, I would have been in the same boat. Oof. I kind of actually feel that. Going back to work, I do feel that. But I don't know. I'm trying to stay consistent with the streaming and stuff. That way we can just, like, actually move forward. But you're all good. We ended up raising $816, so it's super sick. Super sick. We got the shiny Chespin as well, so that was pretty cool. Yo, Ark Ketchum, a.k.a. The Ark. Welcome on in. Yeah. It was a good day. It was a good day. That was a good day. Even though it was 24 hours, that was a good day. Like I said, coming back and, like, only having to stream 2.5 hours, well, only being able to stream 2.5 hours, feels wild. 1,500 for the Aerodactyl. Like, that's what number you're on? Or did you get the Aerodactyl? Yeah, like, yesterday just flew. Yeah, 3. I would have tried it. We were close. We had a lot of fun. The day before is where we raised, like, the most that caused the 24-hour stream, so I don't know. We got next year. We've got to start prepping for next year. Next year might be the first year for 1K. Let's lock in. If I can start, if I stream consistently, I think it's definitely possible. If people are expecting the streams, we could see it. Thanks, Javin. That's what number you're on. You're prepared for it to be your longest hunt. I feel that for this one specifically, even though I'm already thousands of encounters, like, up. Like, I know it is arguable. Like, I could argue that this hunt has had more encounters than Chespin, even though I don't know for certain. But yeah, we're at 30. Only 32 Mega Evolution Shinies to go until we don't get it and the DLC comes out, and then we'll be behind by a whole nother, like, I don't know the number. I don't want to know the number. I want to be surprised when the DLC comes out, but however many that is, we'll have to add that. I also need to start organizing my box a little bit better. I don't know if I'm gonna alpha living decks or not. Like, I think it would be cool, but I feel like they're so easy to get that, like, I can, like, release all the alphas I get and get them again. Oh boy, unbelievably lucky with the shinies you got. Alpha Froakie. Dog, that's wild. I'm expecting more, or was that the, like, luck you got? DLC for the game. We don't need a mega slacking. But yeah, DLC for this game. It's supposed to come out by February. So whether or not like it is going to come out in February, they don't have like a set date yet, but by February. I'm gonna change something. That might play an effect. No, the DLC is not out. But that Alpha Froakie is sick. That's sick. Hey, the shiny charm was worth it. No, the DLC is not out. I think at this turn, I think at this point that was your like big hype, and I apologize for not being more hype about it. That's sick. Like I said, shiny charm, worth it. Almost cried. I feel it when we get this shiny Alpha Totodile. You all might see me cry. It has to take 2 turns off. Yeah, that's really cool. That'd be like a sick like Mega Evolution to see, because like it's already decent size as it is. Like imagine that upside down in the Mega Evolution form. Oh, Bulbasaur. Oh, how you could have shined for me. Oops, I am whiffing. Alright. Back on it. Yeah, this shiny charm is busted. I'm expecting to see at least a few shinies tonight, just probably not the ones that I want. Probably a Dragalge, probably a Fletchling, and then we'll call it off with finally getting that Patrat, maybe. Like I said, I'd still be fine with Mega Gardevoir. I don't have that in my collection yet, but I feel like that's just gonna be... So, you got me with the shiny list. Oh, you've got more. Okay. I was like, is there more? One. Lizard. Is Norman the Larry of Gen 3? Larry had a way different personality. I mean, they're both normal type users. Like, but they're quite a bit different. Also, Norman's so easy to beat. Like on the ones that, especially the his teams with 2 slackings, because you just bring like Dustox and you protect, or any Mon with protect, and you just, it's just nothing. The fight is like simple. I think if you want to really make the game tough, you give like normal type leader. Norman would close combat with Staraptor. I don't know. I wasn't on the Larry hype train either. Like, they're both fine. They're both fine. But yeah, I think a cool strategy, if you go like a normal type leader that has slacking, make it a double battle. That way, like, the protect isn't free. The second Mon can attack on slacking's non-turn. Like spruce it up. Give what, like a Mon on the team like Feint, and like that team will actually be disgusting. Slacking Giga Impact. Ooh. Fennekin. Alpha Salamence. 2 Gardevoirs. 1 Alpha. 1 Normal. Alpha Gallade. Aggron. Alpha Crocodile Haunter. And Alright, now we're just bragging. Now we're just bragging. That's wild. That's wild. Fennekin was a potential next hunt for me too. And Crocodile deserves a Mega Evolution as well. That's a really solid list right there. Yeah, I can, but like still. Your slacking almost took out Steven's Mega Metagross with Shadow Claw. Bro is a beast. I actually almost lost because he got hella stat boost. I mean, slacking's fine. It's just, it's not a, it's like a doubles, like, gimmicky Pokemon that you pair with Weezing. I just want this shiny. Oh, come on, Totodile. Now we're not gonna see anything unless we spawn a shiny right here in front of us. Nope. All right. Back on it. Back on it. Giga Impact. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it can be good, but like I said, like, when playing through Hoenn games, like, you just, like, slap a Protect TM. They give you a Protect TM pretty early on as well. And then, like, you're guaranteed to be able to beat it. Oh, and your boy wasted his... No! No! I've seen different ways of, like, getting around that. Like, I've seen people recommend you just chuck it on the ground. And then I just leave my Pokeball with the ball collector. Or you can put it on a Pokemon in your PC and just leave it there. Either way, it works. It's safe from being used. I accidentally hit him with it and caught him. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Someone's gonna, like, not know the mechanics, like, of this game, and they're being a ball collector, and they're gonna see that I did that, and they're gonna be like, why? Still on the shiny Gible grind. That one's gonna be, that's a tough one. Can you even, like, because they can spawn in, like, any of the holes, so, like, it's not something you can just teleport reset, or is that, like, the play? Is you teleport reset, and then you just hope that Gible spawns? Yep. That's not gonna be fun. Blaziken, Gardevoir, Slacking, Pikachu. Oh, the cosplay Pikachu. That's not a bad team for Alpha Sapphire. Do 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 do. All right. Let's get this. Let's get this Toto. I really want this mod. You better not. Yeah, you keep your beak closed and you stay over there. You can teleport reset, but that, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is like, you're really risking it. Is there a bench in there or no? That'd be a wild place to put a bench. That danger zone. Oh. Okay, I mean, that's definitely a tough one. Like, you gotta, like, teleport reset, but then run to the middle, and then, I guess just run straight through, because you can't teleport once you get in there. Like, you're dead. I just got one with Volt Tackle and a Light Bulb. Took a level 57 Whale Rain out, went up. Hey, Light Ball Pikachu. Light Ball Pikachu. Yeah, we'll have to see. I might save Gible for like a lot later. Totodile, you could have been the one. Yeah, Gible might be one of the later ones since it's so tough to do like that. Alright, we're closing in on 1,200. And the fact... I like it when I don't see a Pokemon for a long time, because that possibly means that it's spawning in the same place as a shiny. So let's check it out. Dragalge? Dragalge, nope. I just am walking out and fast traveling because I technically spawned. Okay. I could see it working. That probably is the play. You can just get enough in to spawn the holes and then dip. Don't get caught. That's a pretty good set for the slacking. You got the solid coverage there. Yeah, why'd my nose get so stuffy? Oh, Totodile. Buddy, please. Stop rubbing it in my face if you're not gonna shine. I will trade a shiny Totodile for my shiny Chikorita. That's crazy. Oh, 4A. 4A. I don't even have that. I don't have... She's so elusive. You see what I'm going through? Do you see what I'm going through? I don't have either of the grass starters here, so... They're both going to be a tough place. The ghosts aren't ready for that Shadow Claw. I'm not looking forward to the grass starter hunt, because that's without a doubt a bench reset type of thing. And I don't like bench resetting, although I've heard bench resetting is a decent one for Fennekin as well. For getting like the Altaria and the Alpha Salamence. Way past odds near max reset. I don't like bench resetting. I've heard that change of music so many times from doing the battle royales. Like, oh yeah, Noivern as well, but Noivern can't Mega Evolve. One, two, two, 5. I'm scared to see this number. I mean, Noivern's a cool shine. Don't get me wrong. You can get the Noibat as well. So, like, it's definitely worth it to just, like, get for the shiny living decks, which will be at some point. But for now we just rock with the Mega Pokemon. And then I'll organize my box at some point. That I can do off camera and not have to worry. So, hopefully by then I'll have my boxes organized and I'll be able to just be ready to go. I don't even know how we're going to do it. Like, I guess we could do certain targets as well. Poison Dragon for Noivern? I do not see Noivern as a poison type. Like, Noivern is, like, very Flying Dragon, completely. If anything, you could argue, like, the only other type you could argue for Noivern is normal. Because, like, Exploud is normal type. Yo, Ran, welcome on in. What's good, Steve Irwin? Is it because I'm hunting this alligator? Yeah, Flying Dragon with a small, like... It's a purple bat dude, but it's not a poisonous bat. Like, Crobat's very, like, into its, like, toxic features. Whereas Noibat is more sound-based. I mean, that's like saying Swoobat should be a poison type. Or Swoobat's the exact opposite of a poison type. I don't see poison type at all. I could see Dragon Dark as well. I could see Dragon Dark as well, but I don't see poison. I don't see poison in it at all. Where you're going to be. Yeah. Then it doesn't have any poison qualities though. Whereas like, let me find. Like this is very poisonous. Like the purple algae, the toxicness. Yeah, but bats don't have to be bats in real life aren't poisonous. Like, poison's not a bat-like trait. Swoobat Woobat, they're not poison. Yeah, like, I could see, like, the dark for bat. But it's not it's not using those fangs though. It's like it's very clearly like it doesn't even have like fangs really sticking out. No, but they can carry diseases, but like I don't know, like bats and poison don't correlate to me. Like other than Crobat. And that probably more had to do with, like, Gen 1 throwing poison typing on everything. Based on design? Yeah, he's more of a fruit bat. Like, he's not a, like, toxic bat. I came here to like the video and dip. Thanks, Flygon. Yeah, he fly. Like I said, like, bats don't, like, scream poison to me at all. Like I said, Swoobat. Yeah, and Crobat's a flying type. Crobat does fly, and Crobat is a flying type. Swoobat Woobat fly, and they're flying psychic. Like I said, if it would be like an off-brand type that you're not expecting, I would say normal for like the sound reasons of like Exploud, Loudred type of thing, hyper voice, boom burst, you know? Flying don't mean you can't, but like at the same time, like, but like there's no correlation with poison and bats though, like, you can be flying and poison all you want. Why is Gyarados flying? Dragon Fairy. I don't think I see Dragon Fairy for it either. Yeah, Magikarp jumps over the waterfall, and once it makes it over the waterfall, it evolves. Yeah, Crobat's based off of a vampire, which has more toxic qualities. Vampire bat. I mean, but Dark type wasn't a thing in Gen 1. That's a thing. Like, Poison was, like, the closest they had to Dark-type in Gen 1. And they didn't change anything. Which, based on, like, how it acts as, like, a Toxic Staller, like, Poison works. But, like... levitating Geodude. Yeah, but they would have lost it instantly. With, going to the ground with Graveler. Plus, Geodude loves to sit on the ground, I'm pretty sure. Listen, I love Crobat. Crobat's a cool mon. I never cared for Zubat and Golbat, other than it being like a meme. Crobat's cool. We haven't... What's the last game we've had Crobat in? Was Crobat in Sword and Shield? I guess BDSP. I guess he was in BDSP. But, like, we've kind of been, like, Crobatless. Oh my... Ah! Totodile. Oh, it was in Legends? I guess... I don't really think about it much in Legends. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Because, like, that's not, like, the traditional battling. So it just kind of didn't click with me at all. Yo, wait. Hear me out. I might be onto something. Just stay with me. After he Megas, secondary changes to electric to amp the boost his sound attacks. Or give its Mega Evolution Toxtricity's signature ability. But if they design it to, like, have more, like, amp-like qualities, I could see it. I could see it. Electric Dragon. Yeah, it is more traditional. I was just thinking, like, in the, like, concept of, like, battling, like, online. You don't really see it. Well, I don't... Is it possible to battle online in that? Imagine a toxic Soundwave poison move for Noivern. I couldn't imagine that, though. Like I said, like, Noivern doesn't feel poisony to me at all. Zedley, I do not understand what you said. My apologies. I just speak English, so I can't read that, unfortunately. I hope it doesn't say anything bad. Let me... Yeah, but purple doesn't mean poison. But purple can mean dragon. Like, dragon types are purple. Google Translate's not even pulling anything up. Yeah. Like I said, I agree that it's way more traditional than this. My mind was just thinking, like, competitively. It's been a little bit. But, like, purple's a very... Yeah, Goomy would make a little more sense for Poison Dragon. But... we didn't need 2 poison. Yo, your biggest fan, welcome on in. Like, Goomy makes more sense because it is sludgy. But, like, Noivern, I don't see it at all. 8 new status effect, deafen, Axalute, can't hear you. Can't. That would be busted. Yeah. Steel Dragon. Use red wool, not blue wool. I feel like the whole red-blue thing is like an inside joke that I'm never gonna understand unless I look it up. Yeah, because it's got that shell. It got that shell. Which Hisuian Gudras? Hisuian Gudras, alright. I'm not like the biggest, like, on Gudra. Like, it's cool. It's alright. Like, I'm not like the biggest Gudra supporter. It in the anime was pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Like, Gudra's alright. Like, Salamence is the GOAT. Dragapult. Dragapult. Always going to be Team Dragapult there. And then if you want my second favorite, we're going straight to Hydreigon. Those are some cool mons. Nah. Zekrom or Flygon. Interesting. My favorite type of pizza, my favorite type of pizza is just pepperoni pizza. Maybe put some olives on it, bacon, depending on what I'm in the mood for, but pepperoni is nice and simple and good. Did I play Hoenn or start Pokemon after that? I started in Fire Red. I played Hoenn. Hoenn was my second game. But, like, you can't even get Salamence until super late. Garchomp and Dracovish. I like Dracovish. I can side with Dracovish. I can side with Dracovish. Hopping in to say goodbye already in a bit. How's the hunt? Well, hello, random, and goodbye. The hunt is still going, so we'll see. We're gonna go for like less than 2 hours now at this point, like left. We'll see. I'm hoping to finally get it. Back when games weren't too easy, dog. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. If you go back and play those games now, they're easy. Like, it's a Pokemon game. Like, I could beat all the Fire Red gym leader and Leaf Green gym leaders like this. I would argue that the newer games are more difficult in the battling stuff. Very hot take, but I think it's true. Like, the games aren't too easy. And just because it's a pseudo doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to use it in your playthrough. Like, I don't know. Hard disagree. Play through the post game of BDSP and tell me that's not more difficult. But I definitely like think it's perfectly acceptable to have the pseudo somewhere in the actual game. Like, you don't need to hide it for post game because then you're not using it. Dragapult was a weird one. I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's a cool concept. I gotta catch up. Yeah, but like, what are you using that Salamence for, though? Like, you're not using the Salamence because you're getting it way too late. That's rough, random. Yeah, and the AI in the newer games are definitely smarter than the old games. Favorite pizza places? Local pizza shops or New York City, even though I don't live close to it. And I won't get pineapple on pizza, but I really don't care if someone else does. With how easy it is to overlevel your mon. That's why you put level caps. Like, I'd rather have my mon up to par than have to spend hours grinding up Pokemon like the old games. Like, just because a game is a grind fest, I'm looking at you, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, doesn't make it hard. I'll say this to justify it. Going back to older games with the knowledge we have now, it's completely reasonable that it's easy, but for first-time players... But, like, but here's the thing. I'm playing the new games now. And replaying the old games, like, now. Like, I'd argue, like, the battles are tougher in the newer games. As someone who can play both right now. Experience share on everything. Experience for literally... Okay. We're talking about it being super easy to level up. I played through Sword and Shield. Same with Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet's a little weird because, like, I was underleveled the entire time. But in Sword and Shield, I played through the entire game, battled everything, and I was underleveled going on into Leon. So, just because the experience share is on does not mean you're going to get overleveled. I was underleveled for X and Y when the experience share on was first a thing. Like, the only Mon that got overleveled for me was Sylveon. And that's because of the friendship stuff. The Pokemon stuff. I hope so, Trojan. I'm talking about the difficulty upon release, but that's what I'm saying, though. Like, these games are on release. These games are on release right now. And I can promise you all that Cynthia in BDSP, the post-game, the final fight of Cynthia, is insanely more difficult than Cynthia in Diamond and Pearl. I can promise that as a fact. That is a fact. It has held items, the AI is smarter, and, like, the moves are better and everything. Okay, fair. Then I'll say this: if none of our, I'm not saying that they're not hard. I am not saying that they're not hard. There are some fights that are definitely difficult. I'm just saying I think there are more fights in the newer games that are difficult as well. Plus, we were all young back then. We were a lot younger back then, so the nostalgia factor, like, Whitney is not tough now. You can easily beat Whitney right now. And I play through blind. That's the other thing. I play through blind now. Yes, but that's the thing. You could have bought booklets back then. You could have bought booklets back then. I played through this game blind. I didn't know anything about the fights in this game. I didn't know how Zygarde worked. I didn't know anything. Playing Scarlet and Violet, I didn't look up any of the gym fights. Actually, I looked up the order, and that's it. But, sure, you can find out the information now by watching plenty of YouTube videos, but you could have also bought the booklet back then. That doesn't, just because, like, being kids doesn't mean you, like, just because as kids you couldn't figure out how to do something doesn't make that game more difficult compared to now. I can promise you, if I give this game to a kid who also doesn't have internet, they won't complete it. They are explained a little bit better as well, but, like, true, but I'll say in everything newer game thus far, I've always played pretty one-shotting or two-shotting a mage. I don't know. I struggled against Leon. The Leon fight in Sword and Shield was super tough. I will agree. Geeta is a awful champion, and they didn't do her properly. But Leon was super, super difficult the first time. I'm not comparing to now, but then, like, what? Like, how can you not compare old games? Huh? If we're comparing the difficulty of games, you gotta be comparing to now. Like, I'm confused. Like, Cynthia in BDSP, her final fight was super tough. Leon was super incredibly tough. Let's not talk about this game, because this game, like, is weird with it. Because, like, these battles are different. But in, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is tough. That game was tough. Those totem fights were tough, but I'd argue that's a more modern game anyways. Also, the rivals used to surprise you out of nowhere, and they didn't. Just because they surprised you doesn't make the fight tough, though. And the rivals can surprise you now. That's like comparing the 90s NBA to today. They're different eras. It's different also because of our age, though. In the terms of Pokemon, I'd argue Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are modern. Like, if we're talking about experience share on, like... If we're talking about the experience share on, that started in 2013. That is not true at all. That is... I can promise you, it's not... These games are not easier in general in almost every aspect. I got beat in Scarlet and Violet because of terrestrialization. Battle Revolution, like the Pokemon Stadium games, are definitely tough games. Bro, they even give you rivals their type that you're super effective against. Here's the thing, it doesn't matter what starter they get. Because regardless of what starter they get, you can build your team in any way, in any game. And say in Red and Blue, Blue got the Pokemon you're weak against. Blue's gonna have a starter, and then an option of Arcanine, Executor, Gyarados. The three common types are countered regardless. Like, it doesn't... Yeah, and then in Z8, your rival gets both of them. Like the typings of what your starter does not matter at all. But the rival's super effective thing does not mean a thing when they're building full teams regardless. The experience share, not really, because they've adapted the experience system. That's definitely not true. I don't think that's true. You could argue her BDSP final team is the strongest team ever, but her original team, that's not true. But the experience share... Okay, but grinding doesn't make the game difficult. Grinding does not make the game difficult. Not having to grind is a good thing that has no effect on the difficulty of the game at all. Yeah, AI has better coverage moves, better held items. Let's say we took all the gimmicks in the game's terms, Z-moves, Dynamax. Is it easier or harder than the newer games? Took out all the gimmicks. Like I said, I don't really think about Gita. Gita does not matter. Gita is definitely one of the worst champions they've made recently, because they did not think of team concept in any form for her. So Gita is irrelevant. I think Gita's irrelevant, but like Z-moves I ignored. I didn't click Z-moves at all. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were tough. Sword and Shield were tough. I barely Dynamaxed. Anyways, like Dynamax was kind of irrelevant and it was still tough. What's the worst thing that happened to me while playing this game? 6,100 resets on Chespin. Yeah, the Kieran fight. Don't get me wrong on the Kieran fight was tough. She's the only one I had a challenge against other than Mega Steven. Yeah, Kieran was definitely a tough fight. The rival was a tough fight. But Leon, I would say Leon's team is more complete than Cynthia's. Leon's not an easy fight, especially You all keep saying this experience share. I went under leveled into Leon while playing the game fully. So, like, but did you look up Leon's team or did you go into it blind? Leon, on who? Chespin. Chespin took over 6,000 resets. Me, 2 hours of shiny hunting Fennekin and never. Oh, that's rough, Tekano. The game mode in Diamond and Pearl. Battle Tower is tough. I will say that is one thing I miss from older games that I never got to take advantage of because I was too young and too dumb. I wish I did the Battle Tower more. I will say I wish Battle Tower was in that. Battle Tower of old games is harder because they actually had good items, actually cheating AI. Like, Battle Tower is, like, cheesy. I'm gonna tell you, I was underleveled going into Leon. Brilliant Diamond is harder than... You're proving my point! You're proving my point that the newer game is more difficult than the past. Brilliant Diamond... What? Or do you mean the Battle Tower? Which still... I missed Random's message. Heart Gold and Soul Silver were so boring with grinding. The level curve is horrid out of nowhere. Yeah. Like... Just because a game makes you grind doesn't mean it's, like, difficult. Elden Ring is a notorious difficult game, but only if you don't use your summons. Pokemon... Yeah. Well, I never did the Battle Tower in BDSP. I'm saying, like, the Battle Tower as an aspect is more difficult than, like, the newer games like gym stuff. It's harder in the remakes than the originals because the AI, which is why the more newer games are more difficult than the older games because the AI is better. Team construction is definitely better. Like, well, I'm arguing with two, like, I have to argue with, like, both sides. Alright. Just because... Alright, see ya, Random. But just because the information is now available on the internet, like, information availability doesn't matter because you could get that information in a guidebook. Like, you say that kids not having guidebooks being a thing. If they don't have internet, it's the same situation. I think you guys also overestimate the experience share. If you just naturally play the game, you don't get over-leveled. I won't say it's carefree, but out of the genre... Oh, you're talking about the Elden Ring Souls. I've, like, attempted the Soul games, Soul-likes, and I didn't get very far, and I stopped. Buying a guidebook if your family can't afford it is 100 times more common than not having internet. Not close, but the same. Your parents can restrict your internet access. Like, a 5-year-old kid's not going to be able to just freely look stuff up. That's definitely not true. Not everyone has. I don't know if the newer games do anymore, but the older games definitely had guidebooks. The guidebooks were not that expensive. I got a guidebook every single game, basically, back then. Also, you say that like the internet wasn't available back then either. Like, when I had Fire Red as a kid, I printed out a sheet of paper. Yeah, the old games had guidebooks. But when I had Fire Red as a kid, before even Diamond and Pearl came out, I printed out a little, like, guide packet from the internet. It taught me about, like, the Raikou, Suicune, and Entei. Past Gym 4 in... I mean, the games tell you if you, like... Like, the games tell you how to get past Gym 4. Let me teach you all this wonderful world of action replay. True. They couldn't find Surf. The game, we got a shiny Gardevoir, that's sick. The game literally tells you beat the gym, and Wally's, dad is like, hey, come to my house. Like, that's not a guidebook thing, that's a not reading the thing. Also, shiny Gardevoir, let's go! Yeah, but kids click through. Nobody in 3rd grade was reading every conversation. But if that's the situation, then people click through in the new games as well, and they don't read every conversation. Like, not reading the game isn't a difficulty thing, other than, like, kids not reading. That's definitely user error, not game difficulty error. Then they just look it up, but you can the internet was around back then. The internet was around back then. Plus, that's entirely on them because I beat Fire Red as a 5-year-old kid. Oops. Back in Emerald time, it wasn't really that uncommon. Like, we're not, like, saying, like, Emerald came out in the 80s, 90s. But, like... I didn't get the Fire Red and Leaf Green guidebook. I did not get the Fire Red and Leaf Green guidebook. I said I printed up something. But I had already beaten the game at that point. I wanted to find any, like, secret, like, stuff. But, like, not reading text does not make the game, like, that has nothing to do with the difficulty. I don't see how... Yeah, Gardevoir's tough. Gardevoir's tough. But, like, that has nothing to do with the game difficulty at all, though. Hardest game is Pokemon Guardian Ranger. Yo, Rangers is fun. That game was tough. I don't think I ever beat it. That was definitely not a normal experience for me. I beat Emerald as a 6-year-old kid perfectly fine. Like, alright. Maybe 7. I might have been 7. Can I one-shot? Probably. I just like one-balling it. Not every 8-year-old is reading every convo. In fact, I'd say 95% aren't. Yeah, but like that's user error and has nothing to do with game difficulty at all. Trojan, I've been just chucking random, like, regular Pokeballs. Just for the fun. Try to catch them. Like that. I usually just throw a ball, run up to the spot, use a move to stun it and kill it. Oh. That'd probably make sense as well. We'll tally up a number for this teleport, even though it's not. Alright, we gotta add Gardevoir into our Mega Pokedex because I have not gotten the Mega yet. We're now at 31 out of 62. And Guardy is number 18. Let's update the titles. So many fletchlings. Not the fletchlings. Yeah, I've got way too many fletchlings. That's not even all of them. You can barely see where you... Just like that. Alright, now we're making up, like, pointless things. Like, you can cheese Gen 1 so... Gen 1 is probably the easiest game to fight in. Oh, I like checking out this place for the shinies. But... I'm just saying different time periods and generations have different challenges. But if that's your point you're making, me as an adult, if I was an adult back in Emerald, like, I would have played the game just fine. Like, the different eras don't make any sense. Yeah, but that's not, the conversation is, you can't say older generations are more difficult because, like, you can look information up which is put in the game that can be read. But I'm saying it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Me as an adult would be able to play Pokemon just fine. You're doing a straw man? We're trying to say that this game, newer games are easier because you can look up information. You could look up information back then, but the information that we're talking about looking up back then is information put in the game. The old gens are fun. The old gens are fun. I understand what you're saying, I just don't think it's equivalent. In the terms of difficulty conversation. I do have the shiny Charmjobin. I'm so... Yeah. Yeah. I don't know at this point. We were talking about difficulty of Pokemon games versus now versus then, and it, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going back to shiny hunting. I'm going back to shiny hunting. I didn't get it done fast, Jovin. I spent hours and hours doing the battle task. It took a long time. Yeah, but even if I had no knowledge of the old games, like, even if I didn't have that knowledge, like, I could definitely beat it easier now. Alright. Alright. Let's play some Pokemon. I think Sword... Lou, I'm fine. I'm fine. Would be easier for a kid than Emerald on the first playthrough. The whole starter thing is completely... Ooh, that's rough, Jovin. Get the online task done as quick as you can. The starter choice thing is completely irrelevant to me. Like, whatever starters that our rivals choose have no impact. Resetting too early. I gotta wait a few more minutes. Wait, what online task? Trading, link, evolving Pokemon via link trade. You gotta get that done. That's worth 2,000 points. It's just the principle, but they're gonna get mons that are super effective, though, like, against your starter. Okay, as long as you do, like, the stuff that you need online for, then you're good. Like... You can't argue principle as a concept for difficulty. Like, blue would be equally as difficult regardless of what starter he chooses. Alright, that's one. Alright. The Pokemons have respawned. Alright, let's get this Totodile. Let's get this Totodile. Also... I just prefer them having the rival ambush you with a starter that's super effective against you than letting them prepare and having... It does not matter, though. Are you telling me the May fight in Emerald on the way to Mauville would be any difficult regardless of what starter she chooses. Because she's always going to have a fire, water, grass type. These new ones are always going to have a fire, water, grass type. But the situation, the scenario is irrelevant because when you, like, the first battle, okay, the first battle is more difficult. Maybe the second one, but by the time you get to the third battle and all of the actual difficult fights against any of the trainers, like, their starter doesn't matter. Your starter doesn't matter. Like, let's see. Nemona's team. Nemona, Scarlet, and Violet. Alright. Nemona. Bulbapedia, because that was the only one that popped up. The first fight. One Pokemon. Okay, sure. That fight's tougher. The second one. The starter and a Palmy. Very early on. You get to the third one. She starts adding Rockruff. Go to the champion fight, and she's got a full, like, made out team. Also, in said games where Nemona has a starter that's weak against yours, you also have to battle Clavel, who has a starter that's strong against yours. Like, she had Rockruff, she had the Dunsparce, she had Palmot. Like I'm saying... Oops, I accidentally did an extra one. Like, the starter choice is completely irrelevant after, like, the second battle. Because your rival starts building full teams. Like, I choose Fuecoco in Scarlet and Violet, which is what I did. Okay, I have to battle her Florigato. Sure. But then she adds Rockruff. And that's super effective against my Fuecoco. Like... I'm just saying, like, once you start getting into the later fights, like, what they choose doesn't matter. I also think the experience share is completely irrelevant as well. If you play the game, I was underleveled in Sword and Shield. I was underleveled in Scarlet and Violet. I will argue. Say Scarlet and Violet is really weird level-wise because you legitimately don't have to fight anyone but, like, the main trainers. Like, you can... Actually, it honestly feels more like pushing you not to fight anyone. Dude, I got beat by Leon playing Sword and Shield. I was 10 levels under leveled just playing through the game normally. The Charizard wasn't the issue. The Charizard was definitely not an issue. It was the Dragapult, the Aegislash. It was all of the stuff he had before the Charizard. If I was a Gym Leader Elite Four member, what type would you choose? I would say either Dark or Poison type. I don't mind experience share as long as you turn it off. The games are, in a way, the experience is balanced where the experience share isn't as impactful as people make it out to be. I am perfectly... I appreciate not having to spend 50 hours grinding Mons up to level. Uh, Corbo is fine. It's not necessarily the typings that cause me to choose that. It's the Pokemon. I would prefer the option not to use it. I mean, in the end, like, I don't think the experience share matters too much. Like, some people like to grind to chain, some people like to grind for shinies. Throw the rest of the team in the box. Like, you can throw your team in the box. What would my ace Pokemon be? Can I use, like, if I can use legendary Pokemon, Shenpao. My poison would be Weezing, but I'd honestly like to start the battle with Weezing. I feel like Weezing is a, like, starting Pokemon, not a final Pokemon. Like, for the people that like to grind, throw the Mons in the box. Because of the big setup. Yeah, like, for Weezing, you can throw down Toxic Spikes, you can Will-O-Wisp Mons, you can Toxic. I love Umbreon. Umbreon's a sick Mon that I put on a dark team. Drapeon's pretty cool. But Shenpao. Shenpao's my favorite Pokemon. Ooh, I'm tired. I'm feeling it tonight. Like, I was feeling exhausted earlier today. Like, I didn't get a lot done. Maybe I go a little bit. Toxicroak's cool. I wish Toxicroak was a little stronger. Maybe I don't go as long tonight. Because there was other stuff I wanted to work on. Actually, I will end the whole, like, camp right here. I think I could beat a Nuzlocke of Pokemon Emerald in one try right now. When we Nuzlocke this game, I will have a reset counter. And it would not surprise me if we go into double digits very quickly. Dog, Totodile. This game is tough. This game is tough. And this game, you can't even do the crazy mathematic damage calculators, really, either. Like, my best bet at this game, like, to prep, like, for Nuzlocke fights would be to, like, go in to, like, my main copy and, simulate the fight and then see their moves and then go based on that. Dog! Totodile! Totodile, just be freaking sparkly. What other poison types and dark types do I like? I had like a full poison team at one point. Oh, I see for me? Or you? The shiny was... I'm confused. I'm confused. No. I got another alpha. If it was a shiny Totodile, I'd be freaking out a lot more than that. I was confused because you're like, question mark? I was like, wait a minute, huh? No, it's another alpha. The amount of alpha totodiles we've seen is insane. I feel like I'm over odds, like, based on just alpha totodiles. The fact that we're like almost 16,000 or 1,600 in 2 days lets me know like we're definitely past 6,000 resets for this Totodile. Yo, BT2, there we go. Welcome in, welcome in. What's the average? I don't know what the average. I've seen so many people get this thing so quickly. Like, it's complicated math. Like, the odds are 1 out of 1,000 for a shiny. And then we got to do the math based on, like, percentage of encounter rate, which that isn't public currently. So I couldn't tell you what, like, would be odds. Badum. I summon a shiny. Alright. Alright, we'll go in there in 7 encounters. Shall we see a shiny? I hope it worked. Let's see. I've been going for this one for like, this is day 4 of hunting it. And the first 2 days we got way more encounters through this thing than the past 2 days. This number is only from the past 2 days. We got a Totodile. It's not shiny. It's a Totodile. An item to make one Pokemon shiny? Am I missing this chat? No, I'm not. Okay. Sometimes that chat doesn't update well. Oh man, it didn't work. Maybe... Nope. Not the Fletchling either. Hey, maybe it was too early to check BT2. Maybe it's this next 50 that the summoning had to like take a second to come into effect. And maybe this 50 is the one we get the shiny in. Let's get it, let's get it, let's... So, did I have summoned a shiny before, though, and the chat I was in? Okay. Well, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you that it's still... The summoning happened, and we had to, like, give it time to take into effect. Someone did it in this stream before. They popped in, and then immediately a shiny in this area. It was, like, it was pretty sick. But yours is a whole summoning technique, so we gotta let the effect take in. Yo, Jarvis! Welcome on in, welcome on in. I'm trying to get the shiny Totodile. I don't know why I'm so tired today. It's been all day. I, like, didn't do much after work, but I also did not take a nap. I'm trying to get you Yveltal right now, good luck. That fight, that one was a little bit of a pain for me to get, I think. It just would not stay in the ball. Right, we're almost at 1650. Oops. I'm definitely not as smooth with these resets as I was getting on Saturday. Saturday, we were smooth with it. Cranking resets. Now it's kind of slowed down. I wish that shiny Mega Phalanx looked like the Power Rangers. I like Mega Phalanx and its shiny form. I think, yeah, it's funny. It's a well-made, funny Mega Evolution. Alright, let's... Bro, where do the alphas spawn? Alphas? The alphas spawn for Yveltal. Are you having, is it wanting you to do the rogue mega fights? Is that what you're referring to? I don't remember. No. What's the actual alpha Pokemon? Like, I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done that quest, so I don't remember the alphas. This, your quest thing doesn't say it all? Oh, Gallade, Steelix, and Psychic Cat. I don't remember. They don't put it on. They don't put the location on the map if you put quest. Like if you put this quest on, it might put the locations down. No, I don't remember. Like I said, it's. I did that quest a week and a half ago. So it's been a long, long time since I did it. Ugh. I feel crazy tired. Like it just hit me hard. We might get to 1750 today. Like, I know this is, like, even shorter than yesterday, but, like, I don't know. I don't know. Feeling a little exhausted. I don't want to wear myself out too much and then, like, not feel good. So we'll get to 1750 today. Running dry on luck right now is crazy. Yeah. The luck has been dry. I mean, I guess I got Gardevoir. I am not trading any shiny chubs. I am not trading any shinies. I got a shiny living dex I'll have to also complete, so I'm gonna need them. Oh, this Totodile. This cringes me to say this, but oh boy. Oh boy. Yes! A stream is never complete without a 6-7 joke showing up in the vertical chat. The undefeated record of that joke is undefeated in vertical stream. I did start the new Digimon game, and low-key, it's pretty good. I've heard that. I tried looking it up, but it's not on the Switch. Is it not on the Switch? I'm not brain rotted. That's funny. Yeah, I thought about playing like the Digimon game off to the side because I don't really play this game much off stream because I don't want to get Mega Evolution shinies. But I saw that it wasn't on the PC and then not on Switch. I went looking for it, like I said, and couldn't find it. So I accidentally killed one of the alphas and it won't spawn. Well, if you might just have to wait time. Like, do you have to catch it? Or is it just a kill quest? It might just be a kill quest. If you have to catch it, you might just have to wait a little bit before it respawns. Oh. Then, yeah, you might just have to wait, like, a few minutes and then it'll pop back up. When that happens, I usually go and deal with the others. Wait, it says kill? Alright, then you don't even have to catch it. The only one I recommend catching is the Steelix. If you can't trade to get Steelix, I recommend catching the Steelix. Have you knocked out all of them though? You might have to take out all 3 of them. Well, I mean, it's not a big deal. If, like, you can trade, then you're fine. That was just a... Oh. Maybe you have to go back to the other 2 and then knock them out? I don't know. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done that quest. Maybe we'll go the full 2,000. I like want to do 2,000 just to keep it even. We'll see. It shouldn't take too long. Yeah, we'll go the full 2,000. The full 2K. Like having it on a nice even number like that. That's what I want. That's all I want is that Totodile, but just a different color. I want this guy. Wait. This guy for the vertical watchers. It's hard to angle my finger. The reason why I point so much to like the vertical stream layout is because that's the only one I see with how my stuff is positioned over here. I don't even remember where the Pokemon is on the horizontal stream. Alright. Let's get to 1750. Although I do know if I do ever like play like have like a longer stream, our numbers might get like not perfectly evened out, but that'll be a problem for that me. Not today's me. That me. Unless we just get the shiny. Then all of this does not matter at all. That's a regular Malamar. Oh, this Totodile. The fact that we're nearing 2,000 on just today and yesterday. All right, we'll try to go longer. But like I said, I am feeling it, so I truthfully don't know how much longer. I don't know. I think my body's like still getting used to like the change of time because I work at 5 a.m. and I didn't have to wake up to stream until 8 a.m. So I think my body's like readjusting to my work schedule, and I'm like starting to feel the growing pains, the pains of it. So I guess the earlier I get to bed would be for the best. But yeah, I guess I didn't get to bed early last night. For when I do these streams, I definitely need to eat before the stream. Because I got off the stream yesterday, I cooked my ramen, and I ate it, and then I took my shower, and by the time that was all done, it was like past 10 o'clock. Like by the time I got like to settle down, it was past 10 o'clock, and then waking up at 3. So maybe that's just the issue, is just not enough sleepy. that could be true too. So this is a learning experience. How do I stream while handling normal content duties and work? Because I think streaming is definitely like a solid path forward for us. I think it's like, I think it's really nice. I think overall for the channel, it'd be really fun, really cool. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've been like getting to like, in a way, meet a lot of different people. Like a lot of new people. Active people too. That's the cool part, is it's like active people that are actively like participating. Which people who lurk, you are okay too. I'm not like upset about that at all. I'm just saying it's cool to have like new people in the chat chatting and stuff. Alright, let's get to 1800. Okay. Phew. That fletchling scares me. Anytime I look at it, I'm so nervous that that fletchling is going to be a shiny. $1,600 for Aerodactyl. Listen, odds is 4,000. Odds is 4,096. So you got more than halfway, like, left. I wish I could, like, in a way, find the odds of this Totodile happening. I just don't. I can't find a website that, like, posts, like, the spawn percentages. Like, in old Pokemon games, you could easily know, like, Eevee was a 5% encounter in the underground sewers of Black and White 2. You can't find that information anymore. Like, because if they could tell me Totodile was a 5% chance, and we're encountering that chance, like, twice, like, I could calculate, like, what are the odds? But, like, I can't. And I definitely don't think it's a 5% chance. We've seen so many that I feel like 5 is way too low of a number. I think. I gotta work on it. I think there is a small chance that we start the Nuzlocke either next week or the week after. That's kind of, I wanted to work on a little bit of that today, and it just never, like I said, I was too exhausted after work. But I think if I can get the design stuff for that ready, next week or the week after would definitely be a cool place to start. I think, I don't know how many people have Nuzlocked it yet, or even started Nuzlocking it yet. Have fun in Zone 17. That's the thing. Other than to catch a Pokemon, I don't have to go to Zone 17. Like, and plus, if the Pokemon, because I'm gonna think, I think the best way to go about it is taking all of, like, the encounters on this and just throwing it on a wheel and randomizing that. I think that would be the way to go about it. And then whatever it lands on. And if it lands on a Mon that's, like, if it lands on Skarmory or Rooftop Mon, I know how to get in there and avoid Pyroar. If it's Diggersby or Chespin, like, I know how to go about that and avoid it. Although Chespin I don't think will be encounterable, because I think I'm going to allow the quest gifts of Fennekin, Froakie, and Chespin to be free encounters. So anything but them. And if it's Pyroar, then that's perfectly fine as well. The zone I think is actually more threatening than that one for the Nuzlocke is going to be Zone 7? 8? 8. Zone 8 is a terror zone early game. Zone 8 is a terror zone. Those mons are threatening, and they're all, like, basically lumped together. Oops. Go. Nope, that is not what I clicked. There we go. 51. This gator giving you the work. Yeah, I'm 99% sure we're past the amount of resets as Chespin. I wish I kept track of the numbers. I wish I kept track of the numbers because I don't want to go through... I can, but I don't want to go through all the VODs and, like, add them up. But there's no way we're not past Chespin numbers. If we're almost at 2,000 in just the few hours of yesterday and today, like, we're definitely further than that. All right, 1850. That's a Dragalge. That's a Squirtle. That's a Malamar. That's a Roserade. And lastly, that's a normal looking Chikorita. This Totodile. I want this Totodile so freaking bad. The other problem now is because we now have Gardevoir, there's not a single other Pokemon in this reset zone that I need other than Totodile. One more Squirtle, I guess, technically, based on, like, completing the living dex. The shiny living dex. But outside of that, I don't need any other Pokemon available right here. It is solely a Totodile. The fact that we've gotten 2 Squirtles and not a Totodile. Alright. I think because of where we're at, we're definitely pushing to the 2000s. We're going to push to the 2000s. And yeah, that's some good timing right there. And then I'll be able to take a shower and get to bed and hopefully be in bed by like 9-ish. And then get some sleep. Because after my shower, the showers tend to wake me up a tiny bit. But if I feel anywhere close to as tired as I do right now, I'll be out in minutes. Oh, Totodile. But like I said, I'm excited to do the Nuzlocke in this game. I think it'll be some funny content. You be taking cold? No, I don't take hot showers, but I take like think this is the middle. Like, I gotta cameras. This is the middle. Nope. This way. Like a little bit on the warmer side. But I don't want my skin scalding. Or are you about to recommend cold showers to make me fall asleep? Yeah, Javin, I'm still shiny hunting. That's all we're doing the rest of the stream. Burn me alive and I sleep better. I can't do burn me alives. I cannot do burn me alive. Unless the only time I like get it like super like heated is if my like back is hurting and I'm like I need some hot water on my back. That's when you like, and I can't even like put it on like the heat immediately. It's a slow turn. Totodile. Which I'm not even like, my mouth isn't hydrated enough to like fully go Totodile mode. Alright. 1900. You know, I remember when the Chespin Hunt said the 1900s. There you are. Alright. Last 100 encounters for the day. Unless Totodile just wants to pop up right here, right now. $19.09. Oh. And then, like, my days off, like, obviously can't all be used completely. Like, I gotta do other things in life. But I might spend most of my days off, like, working on the other content aspects, / after work as well. After work, before dinner, I get dinner. And then on the nights that we're gonna stream, I stream post-dinner. And then, like I said, two-ish plus hours a day. I wish I could do more. It's just working at 4 a.m. I can't go any longer than 9 o'clock. And if I go earlier than 6:30, eating dinner before the stream becomes even more difficult. Because, like, I ate dinner. I ate dinner, but I wasn't super hungry before eating dinner. How long does it take to edit an Imperialism video? Okay. Editing for Imperialism videos aren't the difficult part, I'm gonna be honest. So the intro of an Imperialism video takes me like 1 to 2 hours for the first 30 seconds. Which is gonna sound crazy. I'm not a great editor. I'm not great at editing, so like it takes me longer to do something that would take a normal editor like a few minutes, 30 minutes. Like it takes me longer to do the intro to make them as good as I want them. The battle part itself is honestly pretty easy, but I have talked with someone who recommended changing up how I make the videos a little, which would add time, but potentially make them better. So, right now, like, they're pretty simple because I live react as the battle's happening. So, we can, like, while editing that part of the video, I can get it done in just a few hours for a 40-minute video. Add Gen 3 starters to DLC? Yeah, I mean, they already have Mega Evolutions. I don't see why not. Gen 3 starters, the Lotties, and all of them, yeah. What do I want the most? Like, from the DLC? A good story. Like, continue on with the good story that we got. More Mega Evolutions. Like, there's no specific Mega Evolution I want. Like, I wouldn't have asked for a Mega Phalanx, but I love Mega Phalanx. Yo, Do1, welcome in, welcome in. You talked before about having difficulties with scripting. How so? I'm just... Like, it's... I don't know, because a lot of the stuff that I'm used to is live. Like, Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember Gen 3 anime that well to remember that. But I'm not, like... I don't know, like... When I record the Imperialism, I live react as, like, a commentator. Whereas, like, if I scripted it, I could, like, add a story, in a way. I don't know. I don't have enough practice scripting, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I script my intros. Every single intro is scripted. So it's not like I haven't scripted, it's just... being able to conceptually, like, think of this time, I guess. I don't know, it's just something I just have to learn how to do. I have seen Whiscash eat a Master Ball. But, I don't know, I'm not, like... Maybe I had to take a class on scripting. I think scripting, like, more scripting, better scripting is something... Well, it's definitely something I need to learn. Like, every YouTuber scripts. I think you just go on a stream of consciousness and write it down and clean it up. Yeah, the person that, like, recommended, like, for the Imperialism, you ain't quiet on these streams. And like I said, I'm not quiet, like, live. Like, it would just be, like, telling a story. That's what someone recommended for Imperialism. Like, have the battles already done. Know, what happens, and be able to tell a story based on what happens, and then act while... have, like, a genuine reaction while knowing what it is about to happen. Like, in, like, an Imperialism, if there's one Pokemon that seems like an underdog, I could play that up more if I knew that they were making it far. Whereas now, like, I have no clue. Like, as I'm live recording it, I have no clue who wins. So there's, like, benefits of both. The post script writing and all that can, like, add to engagement if done properly. So, I want a Master Ball Whiscash because of that episode. Well, not in this game. Your brother won his last school soccer game. Sick. Sick. But, yeah, being able to talk and scripting, it's a little different, but, like, at the same time, if I can talk, like, I should be able to script. It's just cleaning it up and making it flow properly. Because you can definitely add to engagement by having a story being told, which is kind of what Imperialism is. The only thing is, like I said, I don't know how Imperialism in this game is going to be really tough unless I have someone help me. I need a friend to pull through and help me with these battles to 1v1. All right, we're closing in our last couple encounters for the night. You got me. Live commentary, like, so the post script writing might actually be easier if the issue I need help with, like, is doing the battles. Because I physically can't, like, do the fights by myself. Whereas, like, in the old games, like, I have their 4 moves. I can put on a randomizer, a wheel, their 4 moves, and it'll tell me what moves go. Like, I'll write down, alright, we spun Dragon Breath. We spun Dragon Breath. We spun Dragon Breath. We spun Fire Spin. Like, I can write that down and click those moves on both my switches. I can't battle myself on both of my switches. It's, like, not possible. Like, the battling is the issue. Totodile, you had one job, buddy. Alright, let's leave the area. Is there any other encounters we should check before we go? Fletchling, not shiny. Yeah, so I gotta decide where to take the content. Definitely through here. Once Pokemon Champions comes out, Imperialism, traditional Imperialism, becomes a lot easier. Because I can go back and do the same thing. Just in this game, I gotta like learn where to take the concept, like anything. Like, I think I can make the Chespin into a video, and that'd be cool. The Chespin whole thing. But then what? Like, obviously, we can make the Nuzlocke into a video. That's another thing. But that is a process. Like, I have to, like, do the Nuzlocke to make it a video. We have to beat the Nuzlocke to make it a video. So that's definitely, like, times a ways. And, like, I'll be completely honest, like, the streaming is incredible. Especially for growth. Live. But I will say, the streaming really doesn't do much like post-stream. Whereas like long-form videos have that like growth even after like you post it and it's growing for like forever. Like, let's pull up my first Imperialism video and tell you. Analytics. Like, obviously, these streams have the most amount of views in this period of time, but the Imperialism videos, like, the second best video. So, like, I definitely like making the actual content itself. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'm not super worried. This video is starting to pick up. That makes me feel a little bit better. The most recent Imperialism. The Team Water Imperialism. Which, that thumbnail's... I love that thumbnail. With the Gyarados holding the Team Water sign. Actually, a cool thumbnail. I love that thumbnail artist. He's a really cool dude. Alright, I think we're probably gonna wrap this one up. Like I said, it's gonna be a little bit on the earlier side compared to yesterday and like what we might do in the future. I am just definitely feeling like a little exhausted, and I think that just has to do with me not getting to bed early enough last night, plus just my body getting used to 4 o'clock shifts. So we're gonna wrap up. Tomorrow, I hope I have a little bit of time to work on some of the stuff that I was wanting to work on today and just felt too tired to do. And then, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. If you all are in the Discord, Like, I'll keep everyone there updated. If not, if you just subscribe and don't have Discord, just keep an eye. Just keep an eye. Turn your notifications on. Subscribe. Do what you got to do. And we'll see. We'll see. But thank you, everyone, for popping in tonight. Like I said, a little bit on the shorter side, but I did have some fun. We got another 1,000 encounters done on this Totodile quest. We're 2,000 in 2 days. Oh, I imagine we're still 2 weeks later and we still don't have this Totodile. I don't know what I do. But like I said, thank you all for watching. We're going to wrap it up now. I shall hopefully see you all soon, because I've been enjoying streaming and I think it's sick. But until next time, everyone, peace.